In 2022, IBM did a study that found that 35% of businesses were using AI. I can almost guarantee you that that number has jumped dramatically with the rise of ChatGPT and all these other AI platforms. AI isn't new, but it has just blown up recently. It's been around for decades on top of decades on top of decades. But let's talk about what AI cannot do. Welcome to my channel. I am Dorethia Kelly, and here we money chat about all things money and biz with a little bit of life sprinkled in. So take a moment, hit like, subscribe, and share for me so that we can stay connected and you can share all this goodness. All right, so now let's dig in. I started using AI about a year ago. I heard about it. I always try to stay on top of what's new in tech and innovation. So I started using it for blog articles, to use it as prompts to get ideas for subject lines. If I had an idea, I would use it to kind of get me started with fleshing that idea out. So I started using it and I loved it, still love it. I think it's amazing. It helps you get past brain fog. It helps you get past just not necessarily knowing where to start. And it helps you get past those things. You can do so much with it, with art, with voice. It can create tables for you, all the things. And now everybody's talking about it. So it's really like gone viral, right? So I started using it. I was using it for those things, and I would send it to my writer and say, hey, here are some prompts, take these, create an article out of it. What's happening though, is people are using it for, they're copying and pasting. You cannot do that. That's first and foremost. You cannot copy and paste. You still need some piece of the human element. You need your voice. You need your authenticity as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner. No matter what size your business, you're using AI tools, you still need to make sure that the culture you've created in your business, the brand, the voice is coming across. And AI just cannot do that. You want to make sure that you are taking a moment to look at what's being generated and make sure it fits what you're trying to do. Now, in doing this, I know people are scared. I heard a lot about jobs and all the things. I have heard this. And some people are like, I'm not fooling with it because I don't want to be bothered with it. I just think that whenever there's a new tool, like don't forget when robots came on the scene, when computers came on the scene, when cars came on the scene, there was always this level of fear. There was always this, oh my God, it's going to take jobs and do all the things. And I am not diminishing that because it is very real. I just don't want you to operate from a point of fear though, instead of strategy. You want to operate from a point of strategy because here's the deal. AI cannot beat your creativity on any given day. There still needs to be a human touch, a human element. The mind, the brain is so amazing. Your mind, your brain, your talent, your skill, your knowledge, everything that you know, AI cannot reproduce that. So when you're looking at these things, think about the fact that AI can't be you, but you can use AI as a tool. And if you're a writer or you're an artist, whatever it is, whatever industry you're in that you're concerned about AI taking your job or eliminating your role, think about how you can learn it, master it, and then think about the things in your particular industry that AI cannot do. And that way, when you're going for to get clients or new opportunities, you can speak to that versus saying, oh, I don't mess with AI because it's not human and all the things. You don't know because it's not going anywhere. So you want to be seen as being on the cutting edge and knowledgeable because it is not going anywhere, but you can use it to your advantage because it can't be creative like you. There is still human touch needed. There is still human thought needed. And I'll give you an example. I met a lady at the suit shop. We were going to get my son a suit for his graduation. And her husband was a software engineer. She was a rock star. I want to say instructional design, but I don't think that's correct. But what she did was for her company, she would go out and get voice talent. She'd have to interview them, then vet them, then hire them and have them do training videos that use their voices. And she said that she has an AI software, and I forget the name of it. I did write it down, that does this for her now. She already had to write the script. So she puts the script in, she tells it the tone, the voice, all that, and it records the training for her. Now, on the technology side, that is absolutely amazing. It is crazy that there is something out here that will do that, and it is absolutely amazing. But from a job standpoint, it's like, wait a minute, that was voice talent that she didn't have to hire. For her business, that works, but for that person that is the voice talent, it does not work, right? So I can understand the reality of it all. But now, how can you learn, partner, understand AI, and be strategic when you're offering your services, products, programs? That's the thing. Now, when it comes to writing, you don't, like I said, you do not want to copy. You want to put your voice on it. The copying and pasting will get you into some trouble because it will not sound like you. It will not be you. I don't care how many, you can put prompts in that say, make it conversational, make it funny, make it witty. I've done all of that. None of it sounds like me because I am unique. I add my piece to it. I add my knowledge. I add my wisdom, what I believe in it. So use it as a prompt. Don't copy and paste because the technology is amazing. And there are some challenges with it. Now, don't get me wrong. As with anything, there are going to be people who use it for good and people who use it for evil. And if you don't know anything about it, you won't know the difference. So that's another reason why we must understand these new tools. That way you'll know when somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing with it and it's a mistake, or if somebody's calling your phone on a robocall and pretending to be somebody else and you know that's not that person. So there are some things about it that needs to be handled with a very long handled spoon, right? But you don't be scared of it, and don't put your head in the sand and say you're not going to touch it, not going to use it. Learn it. That way you can know what's good and what's evil. And like I said, I don't remember if I said this or not, but when I first started using it, I went to the coffee shop. I said, let me check this out. I started using it, looking for subheads, article ideas, and I wrote 5 articles in an hour. That would normally have taken me 5 days probably, because I used the prompts to get the juices flowing, and then I was just gone. And you can write full-on blog articles with it again, and then go in and edit for yourself. You just can. So people are going to be able to provide content faster, quicker, easier with the tool. So master it, learn it. Don't be scared of it, but don't rely on it 100% either. It is another tool, and that is it. But what it cannot do is be you. It cannot touch your creativity. It cannot touch what you know, your knowledge, your skills, whether it's life experience or you went and learned it at a school somewhere. It can't touch that. So remember that always. All right. Now, make sure you like, follow, share so that we can stay connected and talk all things Money Chat.